Even in MFA programs, I think that writers are taught writing as if writing is the skill of writing. And of course it is, it's the basis of everything. But writing the first draft or even initial drafts, I always say is just the first base camp on Everest. The main work of writing, of creating a story, comes in editing and revising it. And so what I often see on my end is that, and this is down the line from working directly with authors as well as working with authors at publishing houses. They get to the point where they feel like by the time it's, let's say, been accepted for publishing, it's already been, how many times has an author gone through it before it gets accepted by an agent, before it gets accepted for publication? So, of course, you feel like when you sell this story, oh, great, it's ready. Very often, you're still looking at a fair amount of editing even after that fact. And I've seen that derail authors. I've seen edits turn into, and I'm going to differentiate in a minute between edits and editing and revising, because I think that's important. But let's just call it all edits under the umbrella for now. I have seen when edits get a little bit more extensive, authors lose their heart, they lose their confidence in their story, they lose their motivation to finish it, they dismiss the whole story because there's things in it that aren't working as well as they could. And it's never really taught that that's what the process is. That's what it's supposed to look like. The process of writing a story is really the process of finding it and honing it. You know me, I use a ton of metaphors, but one of the ones I use a lot is sculpting. Writing is just roughing the shape out of the marble. And then everything after that that makes it the David is all of that little fine detail work going over and over and over it until it's saying exactly what you want it to say as effectively as possible. Most writing teaching, most writing books barely touch on that fact, almost as if it's an afterthought. Like, oh, you write it and then real quick you edit it and then you go on and publish it. I think it becomes very daunting and overwhelming to authors.